so important player on and off the pitch.
But if for one reason or another you break his single most important policy,
it's over, it's past. Not going to change anything now, so...
This is the reason why Pep Guardiola discharged a key player in the middle of the season without even thinking about a replacement. Almost a year ago, Joao Cancelo signed a 2-year contract extension with the Citizens, after playing a key role in the Sky Blues' recent success. The deal was to keep the Portuguese defender in Manchester until 2027. Today, his ties with the club are cut almost instantly and definitely brutally by the man who admired him the most, Pep Guardiola. Cancelo is now set to join Bayern Munich on loan, with an option to sign a permanent contract with the Bavarians, if they will be willing to pay north of $75 million, that is. The football fandom is in shock. Why in the heck Guardiola is letting a key player leave so abruptly? The Catalan manager is not an easy man to please, and it's not the best kept secret in the world. The masterful coach is known for being extremely demanding, unless your name is Leo Messi and you're the best player in the world according to him. But before anything related to the game itself, Guardiola wants his players to follow a simple rule: no bad faces. Not that you have to be handsome or anything, it's just about a player's attitude. The one rule Joao Cancelo breached multiple times throughout January, becoming a bench warmer since his return from the World Cup and losing his position to an up-and-coming 18-year-old Enrico Lewis, or players like Nathan Ake and Aymeric Laporte, who are not necessarily known for playing in the back, have all piled up into a big mess that led to a training ground bust-up between the Portuguese and his manager. Although the news broke in the last 24 hours, Guardiola had cut his ties with the Portuguese a while ago. After the FA Cup tie victory over Arsenal, talking about Arteta's decision to leave some of his key players on the bench, Guardiola said he's done the same thing, but in a very particular way. Bernardo didn't play, Kyle Walker didn't play, Mr. Cancelo didn't play. Mr. Cancelo? Sheesh! Talk about trashing someone without even using words but a simple abbreviation. Back in 2019, the Catalan manager's admiration for Joao Cancelo was sky high. That's when the Portuguese became the most expensive right-back in the history of the game in a deal valued at more than $65 million. His ability to come inside from either full-back position to assist Guardiola's possession play made the Portuguese a vital player for the Citizens. On his best days, even the outside of his right boot alone was the best right or left back in the Premier League. Cancelo was featured in over 150 games in his City days, but it took him only a few games to fall from grace. Time will tell if Pep Guardiola will regret his decision to part ways with Cancelo. And the same applies to the Portuguese defender, who somehow can't seem to find a place where he feels at home. He's always playing for Europe's biggest clubs though, so that's one thing he can be proud of. By the way, Cancelo is not the only player stolen by Bayern Munich in the last week. After having his own beef story with his manager at Ajax, Daley Blind was rapidly convinced to join the Bavarians. Who knew the club's former midfielder and current supporting director Hasan Salihamidzic had a poacher in him? Let's wrap things up here. But before we leave, make sure to let us know how you feel about Guardiola's decision. Was he right to give Cancelo away so easily? Will he